Cyberpunk 2077, Path of Exile 2, and Final Fantasy 13. These games all call themselves RPGs, but if you've played any of them, you know they feel completely different. So what exactly sets apart an RPG, an ARPG, and a JRPG? In this video, we're breaking down the differences, looking at examples, and figuring out why these subgenres matter. Let's start with the basics. An RPG, or role-playing game, is all about becoming a character and shaping their story. The focus here is on player identity, progression, and choices. Classic RPGs normally give you a deep character creation system, experience points, leveling, choices that affect the world around you, and obviously like stats, loot, and skills to customize your playstyle. RPGs have evolved from tabletop games like Dungeons and Dragons, where role-playing and decision-making were everything. In modern gaming, you see this DNA in titles like Cyberpunk, Dark Souls 3, and the Fallout series, for example. Next, we're talking about ARPGs, or action role-playing games. These games keep the progression and customization of RPGs, but replace slower turn-based systems with real-time skill-based combat. Instead of carefully planning each move, you're relying on reflexes, timing, and combos. Loot also plays a huge role, especially in a series like Path of Exile, like if you find a crazy gold or insane unique, where it has the chance to completely change your build or you want to build around that specific gear set. Finally, we have JRPGs, or Japanese role-playing games. Unlike ARPGs, this isn't defined purely by mechanics, it's more of a stylistic category. JRPGs are often story-heavy, featuring complex character arcs and emotional narratives. Traditionally, many Japanese role-playing games use turn-based combat, so think of games like Final Fantasy, Persona, etc. But modern Japanese role-playing games, let's take for example the Final Fantasy remake, they're starting to mix in real-time action for like a faster pace. Another thing to note about JRPGs is their distinct art style. Most of them are going to be influenced by anime or Japanese culture, and a strong focus on casts instead of just like one customizable heroes. Like you got a whole cast, man. While these genres do overlap, I have a table depicting what I mean and how they differ. So RPGs, ARPGs, and JRPGs. So RPGs can be either turn-based or real-time, with a focus on story and player choice. This is something that's global. There's not really an origin for RPGs. And the examples, like I said earlier, we have Cyberpunk 2077 and Dark Souls 3. For ARPGs, the combat is fast-paced and mostly reflex-driven. There's focus on action and loot systems. Another global origin, with examples being Diablo or Path of Exile. And finally, we have JRPGs, which are traditionally turn-based. There is a focus on the story and characters. Like you guys know, like some of these games can reach well over like 80 hours in just play time. These are, of course, you could imagine like the origin JRPGs. It's Japan-centric. And then we have some examples such as Final Fantasy 13 and Persona. However, modern games blur these lines. Elden Ring, for example, has ARPG combat, but RPG style exploration. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played that game, so you know how humongous that map is, plus the DLC in itself. And Final Fantasy 16 is technically a JRPG, but its combat feels like Devil May Cry. RPGs focus on role-playing and choices. ARPGs put action at the center, and JRPGs have a focus on storytelling and character exploration. But no matter the subgenre, they all have one thing in common, which is immersion. Do let me know your favorite genre of RPGs and some of your favorite games. That's all I have for this video. This has been Grief, and I'll talk to you guys later.